Server from 17 once again. This is my Metal Gear Solid 5 S-Rank walkthrough. This is episode 3, it's A Hero's Way. We've just landed. We are on D-Horse, moving our way towards the site of infiltration. And once again we are bounding through the wastes of Afghanistan, which... I don't really like the Afghanistan area. I think it's a beautiful area. I think this is a beautiful game. The Fox engine is probably my favourite next generation engine so far, because not only does it run at 60 frames per second, but when this game rains and things start to get wet, I get excited. And as much innuendo as there is in that, I get excited for reasons that it's just so beautiful. Like, I have this thing with games, and I can remember all the way back to a 360, because before I purchased my Xbox 360, I had no interest in the next generation technology at that point. And then I saw somebody playing The Darkness, and The Darkness had this lighting system which gave certain parts of concrete and certain surfaces this measure of gloss, this almost like shine to it. I'm not going to say iridescent, because that's not the word, but it had this measure of illumination that was kind of realistic, but at the same time also kind of stylized, and I really liked it. And I don't know what it is, there's something about that I adore. And this game, when it rains, everything becomes this super highlighted, shiny, you know, almost silvery surface of awesomeness and reflection, and I am a big fan of it. So this game visually, you know, it stole my heart, it truly did, and it makes it so much easier to forgive a lot of the shit that I think it does wrong. By the way, folks, what I'm doing here is incredibly time specific. You have to bound from that horse. You'll notice there was a checkpoint. That's because the first time I tried to bound down here, doing this strategy, I got here too early and I ended up screwing up the rhythm. So if you do what I just did there, where you get here soon enough, you trank the leader, these three guys are going to be coming on a patrol. I shot the wall then hoping they would turn around so I could lead him out the door. They didn't. They just kind of got a little suspicious, so it didn't work. However, if you wait long enough, they will leave. So my recommendation, if I were to re-record this, would be to wait. And hopefully they would just do their little thing and then they would leave. But of course, a lot of it you're going to see is improvisation. A lot of these strategies are founded from what I discovered on my first run, and then when things go differently or things mess up, it's just on the spur moment thinking. Like, why can't you carry bodies through windows? It's the most simple fucking thing, and it would have made this perfect, but you can't do it. I'm going to try here to climb out and then pull him out the window, see if I can glitch him through the wall. It doesn't work, folks. It's very deliberate like that. Also, I'm curious to see what the music's going to do here as well, because there's a rather popular song playing at this moment in time, and I'm hoping that it's not going to get this copyrighted, because I can't turn them off. I mean, I could go and grab the tape, but... which is probably what I'll do if this gets flagged. That being said, I'm not going to be putting any music on in my chopper. It's not because I don't like it, guys. I'm not going to be putting any music on when I run around the wastes. It's literally because YouTube is a minefield. And apparently, according to Saki, this is... Konami's being really bad with this. So, you might not even see this video, which would suck. But I hope you do, because it's a fun video and it's a really fun game. Another thing as well, folks, an easy way to spot who is a commanding officer, for the most in this game, is they tend to have a red beret. I have no idea what it is about this particular fashion item that these high-ranking officials need it for, but for some reason they just think, you know, what's more authoritarian than a red beret? And there it is. So I'm going to run this guy over here. Do you notice on the map just then, there was kind of a box that's glowing on the outer edge? If you get past that threshold, it will end the mission as long as nobody is chasing you. However, it won't take you back into the aerial command center, so you have to call the helicopter anyway. And it's entirely up to you what you choose to do. You can run to the edge or on your horse or whatever. I chose to run here. You don't have to, I don't think. I think you can Fulton this guy, but I wanted to give you something to watch. So I'm a hero and I'm running and we're through a desert, and it's, you know, it's Bravo 2-0 with Andy McNabb and Sean Bean. I don't know which one Sean Bean played. I think he played Andy McNabb. I could be confused. Which, if you don't know, just Google. But the chopper is an interesting part of this game. The more you upgrade it, the quicker it comes. Which is one of those sentences that somebody's probably going to go, that's what she said afterwards, which doesn't really work, but does it have to work? It's one of those jokes that works when it doesn't work. But of course, to get to these chopper upgrades, you need to have pretty high R&D. So I'm not going to have that. So instead, there's going to be some jump cuts where I throw people into helicopters, because that's how I roll. But that's the end of the mission, folks. Get there quick on that horse, get in that room, take him out, wait for those guys to leave, and then just walk him to the district. Thank you very much for watching. You take care now.